This just in, Texas scientists discovered how to make fat cells burn calories. Yes, you heard that correctly. Fat cells burn calories. It's amazing, right? But does it make you worry a little bit as a body contouring provider? What does this breakthrough mean for the future of your non-invasive body contouring business? Could it eliminate the need for fat reduction treatments? Well, stay tuned. We're going to discuss it and give you our opinion and explain why.
You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast.
Your source for non-invasive body contouring. Here we reveal the blueprint to generate more revenue and realize the profits you want.
Stay tuned to hear insightful interviews from industry experts and successful business owners on what strategies they use to grow their body contouring practice.
Hello, fellow body contouring professionals. Kay here. Did you hear about this? Researchers at UT Southwestern Medical School in Dallas announced that they found a way to genetically alter fat cells to burn calories and to stop storing fat. Now, this research is still very new. It's in its infancy. They've had successful trials in mice, and human petri dish experiments are underway. So, it's just a matter of time. We are totally amazed and impressed with this breakthrough. But then, we stop to wonder if the ability to convert fat cells into calorie burners might eliminate the need for our fat reduction treatments in the future. Well, we have an opinion, and we'll discuss that later. But first, let's go to a primer on fat cells. Fat cells 101. Fat is an organ. It functions just like an organ, like your heart or your kidneys. And fat cells have multiple functions. Some of these are the most well-known, which is storage for energy in the form of calories. But fat cells also control the release of hormones that control metabolism. They assist in regulating those hormones, regulating body temperature, and even assist with vitamin absorption. They support other cellular structures in our body, and recent studies tell us that fat cells even communicate with each other. It's so exciting, and they may even perform more complex actions than we know today. So stay tuned for unfolding research in the field of fat cells. And finally, there are some fat cells that already produce energy and burn fat. Did you know about that? Yep, if you didn't, or you did, you may be wondering why this is such a breakthrough since some fat cells already burn fat and calories. But you have to remember that there's 4 kinds of fat cells. Some of them are good, others bad, and what each of their functions are. So the researchers in this study learned how to make those bad fat cells behave like good fat cells. So let's break it all down. What are the 4 kinds of fat cells? We'll start with the good guys. First of all, there's brown fat cells. Brown fat cells burn energy rather than storing fat, but we don't have many of them. We're born with more than we have. As infants, we have the most. We're born with a lot, but we lose them really quickly, and as adults, we don't have much. And what we have can be found around the collarbone, the spine, the center of the rib cage, and near the aorta. The second kind of fat cell is also good. Beige fat cells. They burn energy too. Now, evidence is not yet clear whether beige fat cells are their own type or whether they've actually been converted from white cells into beige cells triggered by certain conditions. Scientists are looking at some of those conditions, one of which is exposure to cold temperatures. But like brown fat cells, we don't have many beige fat cells. And where can they be found? Small quantities throughout the body, but the highest concentrations are found around the spine and the collarbone. The third kind of fat cell is also a good kind of fat cell. It's an essential fat cell, and we need them. As the name implies, they provide essential functions. They're the ones that assist in regulating the hormones, the body temperature, help with vitamin absorption, and support and pad other cell structure. Where can you find the essential fat cells? Oh, in many parts of the body. Bone marrow, nerve membranes, lungs, liver, spleen, kidneys, intestines, muscles. So we've had the first three, brown fat cells, beige fat cells, essential fat cells, all good. Have you noticed something? Where they're located? None of them are located in areas where our clients come in and want help with reducing problem fat. They're all in either around internal organs, bones, spine, those kind of areas. Now, it's the fourth kind of fat cell that can be bad. It's not bad in and of itself, but it's bad if there's too much, and it's a white fat cell. They're the ones that cause our aesthetic concerns of our clients and medical concerns too, like diabetes and other obesity-related pathologies. White cells are the bad guys when there's too many of them. And white fat cells comprise about 90% of the fat in our bodies. You can find them in two areas. You can find them subcutaneously, which is between your skin and your muscle. It's the kind you can pinch. If you can pinch an inch, that's subcutaneous fat. So abdomen, hips, back, arms, legs, neck, and face. And you can also find these white fat cells viscerally around our internal organs within our abdomen. And so that's not going to be between the skin and the muscle. That fat is underneath the muscle around our internal organs, and you cannot pinch it. In fact, it's kind of hard to the touch. And interestingly, you may or may not know, but fat reduction treatments that we use non-invasively in body contouring are very effective with subcutaneous fat and really not with visceral fat until recently. Recent studies are showing that muscle toning technology like electromagnetic muscle stimulation and M-Sculpt and those types of treatments actually are showing signs that they do reduce visceral fat, at least to some degree. Now, studies are ongoing, and nothing is official and accepted broadly by experts, but this is exciting research nonetheless. Now, back to the research that's the topic of this podcast. The researchers in Dallas, they're not considering aesthetic concerns at all. Instead, they're laser focused on improving health. Dr. Rana Gupta, the lead researcher, says that her breakthrough could have a major impact on the rate of obesity in the U.S. Dr. Gupta surmises that this innovation, the ability to create calorie burners out of white fat cells rather than have them be calorie storers, could be a way to help people with diabetes and all other obesity-related pathologies, and would ultimately save many lives. Well, now that you've had the proper background with the fat cell basics, you know what this discovery has to do with fat cells. Well, let's go and answer the question that we asked earlier on in the podcast, whether this discovery could eliminate the need for fat reduction body contouring treatments. Could this be the future of the body contouring business and eliminate the need for fat reduction treatments? No, we do not think so. First of all, for the most part, our clients are not obese, and they don't need treatments for obesity, and they don't come to us for treatments for obesity and have medical issues. Second, and kind of similar to that, is our clients have specific complaints. They have problem areas, not overall too much fat problems. You hear comments every day. I want my hourglass figure back. I hate the way my arms jiggle. I just can't seem to lose this belly fat. And third, even this astonishing ability to genetically alter fat cells, that's not going to produce an effective spot reduction for our clients. Targeted fat loss is a myth and will continue to be. In other words, Genetically altered white cells, they won't have the ability to tell the body where to lose the fat. And you know how it is with weight loss, with fat loss on our own. The body determines where that drops from our body. And in nearly every case, each of us has a specific or several specific problem areas that even when we lose weight, that problem area is there. So finally, we believe this discovery will save lives, and that's great. But body contouring fat reduction technology, that's going to continue to be the only tool for non-invasive fat reduction, that spot reduction, those problem areas. So body contouring professionals should rest at ease and celebrate this discovery. Body contouring technology will continue to be very much needed and in demand. This discovery does not alter the future of the body contouring business. You know, this is an example of the amazing research that's unfolding, and we can expect new discoveries to continue. It's our responsibility as body contouring professionals to stay informed and aware. Our goal is to help you do just that. So continue to educate yourself by listening to our podcasts, reading our blog articles, and taking courses that may benefit you. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you next time, and until then, beautiful wishes.
If you enjoyed the show, please find us on iTunes and leave us a review. You can follow us on Instagram at bodycontouring.academy, and you can always find us on Facebook too. Please email us at info@bodycontouringacademy.com with any feedback, topic suggestions, or to offer to tell your body contouring success story.
Thanks so much for listening. Have a great rest of your week, and as always, and until next time, beautiful wishes.